A world full of enchantment, wonders, and magic. Where you are welcome to come as you are and stay to experience the magic by Pixie.
Welcome to the kingdom. We hope you enjoy your stay.
Hello everybody. I hope you're all doing well and you're having a great Tuesday. I almost forgot it was Tuesday, but happy Tuesday. Hi TV, hi Rainbow. I hope you're both doing really well and you're having a great day, time zone, all of that jazz. It is currently Drawing by Pixie Night. So Drawing by Pixie Nights, we usually draw, usually it's based off of the comments and suggestions that come from you guys in the Discord. The Discord link is right into the chat right now. We're here just eating. Nice, enjoy your foods. Hello, Laser. How are you doing? I hope you guys are having good foods. I hope it's as delicious as it can be, and I would like to also know what it is because I'm curious. I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking. I am just really happy. Today was like a really stupid day, and it's like I feel like every single day I'm at work after watching The Office this summer, my life at work feels very similar to The Office, and I feel like a lot of other people say the same thing, and now I finally understand why they say it. Twice baked potatoes and a grouch chuck steak. Ooh, very yummy. I like that. So today in the middle of my work day, all of my ground. That makes more sense. I was like, I don't know what I'm like, is that a grouchy chuck? I never met a grouchy chuck before. Fingers, words, bleh. There was a point in my workday where myself and the other coworkers that actually do things. Oh my gosh, a new friend. Hello, Alex Strike. Thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to my kingdom. I hope you enjoy your stay. How's your day? You're having chicken wrapped in bacon with fries. Oh my gosh, that sounds so wonderful. Chicken, not children. I didn't even read it as children. I read it as chicken. Oh no. Maybe I need new glasses. That's not good. Gotcha on mute watching How the Grinch Stole Christmas with the family. Woo! Enjoy How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I'm kind of jealous. Thank you for stopping in though. My day is good. How are you? I am doing pretty well. I usually try to recap my day a little bit in the beginning of these streams and kind of talk to you guys a little bit about how the day has went for me. Maybe you're in a time zone where your day is just starting, so hopefully your morning is starting off well. Or it's wrapping up quite nicely depending on, again, on the time zone. When it comes down to all of this kind of stuff, like I was saying earlier at work, it was like an episode of The Office, I felt like, because a lot of the people that work their asses off decided at one point, screw all of the stress that we're under, let's have a karaoke party. And we all chose The Greatest Showman. And we literally went through the whole soundtrack of The Greatest Showman. And it was the best ever because it wasn't like perfect singing whatsoever. It was chaotic as hell. But it was completely necessary to just take an actual solid break and just scream lyrics on the top of your lungs. So that was probably the highlight of my day. If you guys have a highlight of your day, please feel free to share. Or if you've had some decent foods like Judge, Colleen, and Laser, by all means, please share. But I love The Greatest Showman. The Greatest Showman is one of my all-time favorite movies, I want to say, that's like not Disney related, even though it's on Disney Plus, I think. I think that's where I watched it the last time I watched it. I don't think it's a Disney movie, unless it's just owned, like the studio is owned by Disney. I don't remember. But the music for that show is gorgeous. I love it. I love the lyrics to it. I feel like I relate to a lot of things on a very spiritual level. I live. Hello, Nico. How are you? I live. I'm not sure, but if you're alive, hi, hoi. How you doing? But yeah. So that. Ooh, I'm jealous. I could always go for naps, but I have coffee, and I'm sure if anything, that's always good. You gained epic energy. Wonderful. Colleen, we are really like twins separated at birth or something like that. We are one, Colleen. We are one. I don't know what this really symbolizes, but we are one. My hand just did it, so I'm going with it. Anyway, so based off of your guys' suggestions in the Pixcord, for those of you that are not a part of the Pixcord yet and you would like to be, that is our Discord server, by the way. We just call it Pixcord because I might have called it that by accident once. One with the Force. Now we're doing it with both hands. But yeah, that's definitely a really great place to hang out. It also helps us come up with ideas. Thank you. That was a complete accident, and I'm proud. When it comes down to that, usually on Drawing by Pixie nights such as these, I usually ask you guys, what are you interested in seeing me try to attempt to draw? Because for me, I've been drawing pretty much all my life. I'm not the best at it. I want to become a little bit better at it and learn some new things and maybe like test my skills and whatnot. So in the Pixcord itself, if I could open up the Discord, there we go. There were a few suggestions such as doing hands again from TB, and that was a thought. There were also different hands from Colleen, so that helped a lot. There was also the Grinch. I really liked the Grinch idea. And then JC's suggestion was your favorite holiday memory, whether it just be an item from that memory or something from the holiday season that makes you smile. The first thing I thought of was the Polar Express, because the Polar Express means a lot to me during this time of the year. Because of my grandma and things like that. May she rest in heaven. Peace. All that jazz. So that's definitely an idea in my head of what we could possibly do. If you guys have any other suggestions as well, by all means. Moody Boink, hello there. How are you doing? For those of you that do not know Moody yet, Moody is a very good friend of mine that I love very, very dearly, and they're gonna get things raring to go very soon again on their channel, so you definitely want to go and hang out with them. They do the body arts and the beauty arts and all the arts, so you definitely want to go and get confused by them. They're very, very, very wonderful. If you think the Cusco Fairy strawberry situation that we had a few weeks ago was weird, I learned it from her. So go and hang out with her. You won't be disappointed. If you like how weird I am, you're gonna love how weird she is. And weird is a great, great compliment, let me tell you. But besides that, so like I mentioned, we're probably going to do one of these things. I'm going to possibly make it a poll. If anybody else has any suggestions as well before we dive into the arts, we will definitely do so. Going to get kiddo ready for bed in a few minutes, but excited to see you live. Yay! I'm doing really well. I'm kind of just gearing up for another March art. Such wow, yes. I'm just kind of gearing up for a drawing by Pixie night. You're welcome. We love sketching and doodling and trying our best to do the arts. So any ideas, by all means, feel free to shoot them into the chat or throw them into the Discord as per usual. Otherwise, we'll probably run a poll. I thought I was going to burp. It did not happen. Run a poll and see what comes out of that. And we'll just, make it somewhat happen, maybe, sort of, and find some images to possibly put onto the screen as reference pictures, because Lord knows I'm going to need some reference photos. I need to spend my day tomorrow for my Twitch mystery, get the ornaments all set. I love this idea, Nico. I think it's going to be really, really awesome.
Please stand clear of
Oh my
the
gosh,
doors.
thank you so much for letting visitors into my kingdom, Moody Boink. I appreciate that very much. Forgot what it was. I really like the Twitch Miss idea. I did do a tree. Lord, the references, they save the day. Yes, they do. I don't think I would have been able to do Jack Skellington, appropriately if I hadn't done that. Same thing with Cusco. I think Cusco would have looked a lot more scary than he did. It's probably good that I got rid of it. Or not got rid of it. What was I going with that? Why did I say it that way? Good thing that I put it up. Why did I say it that way? I spend so much on my references for my stuff. See, the thing about my references for things, especially when it comes down to drawing by Pixie, it's like whatever we decide to actually do, I'm gonna go find the reference picture and just slap it on. We're like, well, let's go. Because 1, I'm impatient, and 2, I'm impatient, and 3, I'm impatient.
Please stand clear of the door.
Thank you so much for letting visitors into our kingdom, Justin. I hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on our Drawing by Pixie night. Cusco was haunting. We will forever be haunted by Cusco. Cusco was special. Very special. Beautifully haunting, but very special. So, yeah. And I want to say that CFC got him in the auction. And I'm sure it still haunts him to this day if you actually put it up. I don't know if he did. I'm curious what he did with that. What did you guys all do with your arts? For those of you that have participated in the Drawing by Pixie auctions that we do at the end of each month with our pictures, for those of you that might be new here and you're like, what the heck are you talking about? We do these Drawing by Pixies every Tuesday, and on the last Tuesday of every month, we actually do an auction for the pieces, and we auction them off for Extra Life for Kids. We currently are raising funds for them. As we do every year, we're currently at $621 raised. Our goal is $1,000. If we hit the $1,000 mark, I will be doing a Snow White cosplay. So I'm really, really excited about that. So far, from just the auctions alone, we've raised over $200 together, so I really do appreciate that very, very, very much. It is a very epic thing, and I'm really happy that it happened. I'm grateful to Stinky for even suggesting that in the first place. I think it was an awesome suggestion that we got to do. Trying to get a custom frame to hang it on our wall. Oh, it's so cute. I love that. Yeah, so I should probably also grab the previous piece. That would probably help. I usually show that. I forgot. Where the heck did you go? I know you're here somewhere. Hello. Thank you. So, last time that we were together, we drew Marshall from Animal Crossing because I love Marshall very, very much. And he is the squirrel that I am trying desperately to find on Animal Crossing. So I really, hope that we can finally get this little squirrel on our island, maybe one day, either through the campsite, through Amiibo cards, just praying to the squirrel every time before a villager hunt, or if this does get raffled off to a lovely human that also wants Marshall one day, hopefully, you'll also have a lovely squirrel. But hello, Mrs. Canuck, how are you doing? Welcome on into the Drawing by Pixie. I appreciate you stopping in and hanging out with us. I'm doing really well, thank you for asking. We're currently gearing up for another Drawing by Pixie. to do some charity stuff and whatnot as we gear towards the end of the year. I can't believe there's only like 16 days left of the year, but I'm like so freaking pumped that it's almost over. Hi, Commander, how are you doing? I'm waiting for shopping restrictions to be over so I can frame Jack. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in other countries or anything like that, so if you would like to share, I guess, what's going on COVID-wise. I don't think there's any restrictions here yet in terms of New Jersey and USA because we don't have a shitty person. Never mind, backing up. Not gonna go into that. All good. So, they lifted some restrictions. Well, that's good. Hopefully it's getting safer by you and safer around for everybody else in total. Stationary is allowed. Okay, I'm doing great. You want to play some Faz with Panda and possibly Sticker later? It depends on when later because typically I do try to go to sleep for work early the next day. So it depends on what time because as you learned last night, I passed out. So, yeah. Just a minor lockdown and requesting masks. Okay. USA is definitely light compared to other places. Absolutely. Hey, Mrs. Connecticut, what's going on? Hey. Xmas decorations. Chicken butt. What though? The DLC for Gang Beasts? Ooh, DLC. I did not know there was DLC. This is good to know. When your laptop freezes for like 2 seconds. They added new levels? Ooh, and new characters? Ooh, and I thought it also said something else, so that's perfectly fine. You want to die? I would probably consider dying, in the game specifically, not in real life. I wouldn't say... It depends on how this week goes, to be quite honest. I feel like every time I say I want to hang out and do a game thing, either A, shit hits the fan at work and I'm exhausted, or B, I'm like streaming. So it depends on when you want to actually do it. I'm sure you did. Oh no. But let me switch over to the other screen. I want to show you guys some of my new art stuff as well. He won't let me play all. So this is one of my new sketchbooks. I got 2 new sketchbooks for Hanukkah. Also, happy 6th night of Hanukkah to anybody that might celebrate. Absolutely. I also got a second sketchbook, which I'm really excited about. I also really love the color black. So, like, this was really great for me personally. I'm just really excited about this color, though, because I think it's so pretty. And then we got new art supplies. So there's a couple erasers in there. There's also an eraser that I took out of it. There's a lot of colored pencils and things like that in the kit itself. I don't art journal until now, I guess. This is going to be the start of that. Hello, Mashley. How are you doing? And we got a bunch of new colored pencils, really. We have so many colored pencils. I'm so excited. We'll put that right there. That looks nice. I like that. Yay! Supposed to be soothing, I hear. Yeah, I think it would be really soothing, to be quite honest. When it comes down to, like, my stress levels lately in terms of work, I feel like I tend to doodle a lot more during meetings because of that, and that's kind of probably good / bad in a way, because 1, I'm not paying attention completely, honestly, and 2, it kind of gets everything out. I don't know if that was a bad thing, but it kind of gets a lot of the stress out, and maybe it doesn't help me in terms of notes for later on, but it's fine. Angry music definitely helps. I feel like even just listening to The Greatest Showman earlier during work with my coworkers was really therapeutic because, like, singing lyrics that really mean a lot to me personally. Loudly, I scream. I feel like that's also just, like, it's good to just let it out and scream anyway, so it's all good. But yeah, I think what we'll do is go through the chat one more time and figure out if we're going to do. I'm gonna avoid doing hands. I'm gonna be honest. Sorry, TB. I mean, we're gonna make it the Grinch or my favorite holiday memory or item representing that. Jesus Christ. Poll. So, question. What do we draw? The Grinch or favorite holiday memory, which is probably going to be like the Polar Express related. Let's see. I don't want it to be a 5-minute poll. Let's make it a 2-minute poll. We're going to start the poll. It should be available in chat for you to do so. If you're on a mobile device and you can't see the poll in order to participate, you can feel free to put vote and then the thing that you're voting for, just so that I can fully understand which thing that you're voting for. So far we have one vote for the Grinch and one vote for the favorite holiday memory, so we're 1-1 right now. And there's about 2 minutes on the poll entirely, so we will see what happens after the poll ends. And in the meantime, we're going to open this up. Gear that up. If anything, I might start to grab reference pictures as well. The Grinch has 2 votes now. Let's see. The Grinch has a lot of details I didn't realize for a minute. I feel like some pictures are very simple, and then some of them are a lot more like facial expressions are very like detailed. Oh, nice. I really like the Jim Carrey version of the Grinch personally. I haven't seen the new one with Benedict Cumberbatch. I think that's who it is. I love the Jim Carrey Grinch so much. The original cartoon was also really, really cute. I think that's probably one of my favorite movies in terms of like Christmas movies. Jim Carrey's Grinch is like my go-to. So absolutely, for sure, that's definitely like a must-have on my list. In terms of watching all of that. The original and my mama are the same age. Christmas 66. Wow. Alrighty, so we have the Grinch winning. So we're gonna look for reference pictures for the Grinch. And I guess this is where we figure out, do we want it to be the original cartoon Grinch? Do we want it to be the Jim Carrey Grinch, the book Grinch, or the, did I say Jim Carrey Grinch right? I said Jim Carrey Grinch, new Grinch. You get my point. We can figure out which kind of Grinch we're going to go for. I feel like the Jim Carrey Grinch makes me so happy because like I used to also get half his gloves. When I went to the Benedict Cumberbatch, I tried my best. With the Jim Carrey Grinch release in 2001, I remember going to Islands of Adventure where they have the Dr. Seuss stuff. And when it came down to the release of the Grinch, I was able to actually see him come into the Universal Studios or whatever. I was there when he was there, I guess. I don't know if it was Jim Carrey. I think it probably wasn't. But it was really exciting to, like, see it. And every kid there got, like, Grinch gloves during it. And I loved those gloves to death. I don't even know where the heck they are. The Jim Carrey version is outstanding. I love it. And like I really like the new Grinch look a lot just because of like I think seeing how like cartoons have evolved is really so exciting to me personally. The other thing is also figuring out which facial expression we want to try to emulate because he has so many. We're just gonna move this a little bit in so I could be able to see it better. You know what? Let's go through this together. Let me see if I could do a screen share of sorts. All right, there we go. The other thing that I found really funny as well is that, like, there was this Grinch with, like, the middle fingers. I'm not gonna do it, but, like, I'm just like, what? That's so funny. Slash, like, it's not appropriate, but, like, I thought it was really funny. I'm not sure what I want to do. This picture is so pretty. Ugh. But again, like, the facial expressions are astounding in itself. And I don't know which one to choose. This is also, like, the furrowed brow, I think, is just so cute. And I guess we're going to be able to use a lot of our new green pencils as well, so that's kind of exciting. It looks like somebody did a cosplay version of this, which is cool. Little Grinch. There's so many options. I feel like this would be ridiculous to draw, but, like, I think it's just so cute. This is really cute. The wild faces of Jim Carrey is, like, also just. And this time don't agree gift and high present because I know what you did last Christmas. Oh dear. This is also pretty accurate. The Benedict version of the movie was really good. Man, I need to rewatch some Christmas movies. We only watched Last Christmas, and man, what a way to start off crying. I haven't really watched any Christmas movies yet. Like, I didn't even watch Nightmare Before Christmas yet, and usually that's one of the first things that I do in December, and I didn't do that. I feel like we need to have, like, movie nights in our Discord definitely more often. I keep saying that we need to, but, like, maybe even in regards to these kind of movies, because that would probably help a lot. Just love the wild faces. Oh, and him and Max. Resting Grinch face. The dog one is really cute. That's also really cute. There's so many cute pictures. I haven't seen this movie yet. I really should. I kind of like this one, but that means I have to draw hands. And we're trying to avoid that. Why you have my face on your screen, sister? I am trying to draw you because that was what was chosen tonight for us to draw, the Grinch. Not that you are one at all, but I think the color suits you very well, that's for sure. I really gotta figure out exactly what we're going to do. I feel like I keep going back and forth. I really like this one, but it's the hands for me. And I really feel like I'm gonna screw it up, but maybe we'll just try it and see what happens. So we're gonna stop sharing this for a minute and we're gonna bring this into focus and we're gonna try our best. We're gonna try our best because I really like it. Wah! He's huge. All right, back it up. Back it up right now. Back it up. Oh, he flipped. All right, so we have our Grinch. Make him a tiny bit bigger. Yeah, there he is. Thank you so much for contributing a total of 10,000 donuts, a drawing by Pixie on steroids. I appreciate it. Yes, it is definitely the face after coffee. Also, cheers. Yay! Alrighty, guys. We're gonna get into this. I think the best things that we could probably do is start off with the head and kind of go from there. He kind of has a really funny shaped head where it kind of reminds me of the villager heads in Animal Crossing, but different. So I think what we're gonna do is probably start off with that and work our way from there. I might need to bring this down a little bit more. GIF and DMs, I'll have to check. Oh, I already love this eraser so much more than the other eraser that I had. How exciting! It kind of looks like a pear, doesn't it? Is it because of the color that we're thinking of it that way, though? Accurate. It might be because of that, but let me just bring this down a little bit more and start the face off like so. And if you anything you want to draw along with me at home, feel free to share in the Pixcord some of your drawings or your variations of what we do here. I always love to see what you guys draw. Even if it's not really what I'm working on, you could definitely feel free to share in the Pixcord. We have a community creations area where anybody could share their art, so really please highly encourage it. And forgive me if I'm one of those people that moves their drawing pad all different routes to kind of get it to work. I'm just doing things, and it's gonna be a little crazy looking. I think my favorite parts about this is probably going to be the furrowed brow, just because I think that's probably one of my favorite parts about the Grinch in the first place. I feel like that kind of looks like Olaf for some reason. And maybe it's because his face is supposed to be larger and not so much narrow like this. It should be like... I think that's gonna be better for us. But yeah, I feel like The Grinch is kind of my staple Christmas movie for sure. I feel like that story is always one of my favorite stories, especially just because I think my favorite part is the part where his heart grew. And seeing that, like, in the monitor that they put over his chest, I thought was really, really cute. For some gosh darn reason, that part gets to me, like, every time. I don't know why. And yeah. So right now we kind of have his face, and his cheeks kind of are right here. The smile is sort of throughout the entire face itself, so we're gonna kind of make it as big as possible. we'll probably define that a little bit more, but just to kind of have it here in general is probably better than nothing. Alrighty, and with that, now that we have his smile, his nose seems to be right at the very top of his smile, which his smile kind of goes towards the middle of those cheeky bits. So I feel like the nose kind of goes right around here. Possibly, might be a little bit smaller than that. Yeah, I think that kind of represents it a little bit better. And with that, his eyes kind of start off right here. So we're kind of going to just make a line right here just for my sake. The nose definitely isn't in the center of the face. Smile really, it doesn't seem to be either, but that's okay. You might need to move it over slightly. Or I might have to make this side larger, it seems like. Because it doesn't seem to have the same bit. I'm like, maybe he looks lopsided. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe I just drew it wrong. That makes more sense. That makes a little more sense, yes. Alright, so alright, so the nose is back and it's towards the center now, so that's awesome. We're gonna look for the eyes next. And the eyes kind of do this thing where they come inwards. There's a little bit of a sunkenness right here in this area. And it seems like his brows kind of come up. They're not exactly even with each other either. It's like one is like sort of like that. If we're looking at my eyebrows and the way that they look. So one might be more defined like this, and one of them might be a little bit more arched like this. But they also might be the same. I might just be overthinking it. Let me see. No, I'm kind of right. It definitely has more of an arch. I don't think that high of an arch because there's still like the wrinkles coming into play here. But definitely has more of a defined arch than the other one. So with those brows, just for me and my purposes at this point, just to kind of have that there. Hi, Mina. I did. I did find his doppelganger, and apparently he's not the only one that says this about himself. How are you doing, Mina? I hope you are having a great start to your week, halfway through, and everything like that. We're currently drawing the Grinch out because that is what our community has decided. And I'm excited about it. Can't complain about it. Obviously, we're probably going to soften these up, but just to kind of make that definition present, we're just going to kind of make sure that we can see where those end up. But overall, that's not too bad. It gives me kind of a guideline of, okay, where do the wrinkles really kick in? Cookies! Teacher's gifts. It's always a good teacher's gift. I love that. I feel like you can never go wrong with like baked goods. Oh my god, shortbread cookies! Awesome! Alright, so now is like the eye situation. Not that I already pointed out. And that's what I said. I feel like this whole area is very deep and dark. I was never really good at the shading bit of this stuff because I always feel like I overdid it. What, like you haven't said it yourself multiple times? This is completely new information, Mina. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if his eyes are supposed to be this big. I don't think they're supposed to be this big. So we're probably gonna... And that's what I said! It's his colors! Absolutely his colors, for sure. Are they really this close? There's definitely a separation between them, so I'm gonna have to move this over for sure. I wouldn't say attack deer. Technically, you did start this. It's just that our sister clearly heard us speak. So you can't blame her for having at least being called out or something.
Of the door.
Thank you so much, Tiger Beast, for inviting visitors into our kingdom. I appreciate it. Oh boy. Alright. I feel like his eyes are probably too big. We're gonna have to adjust those later. But it's fine. I think that's the other thing that's really hard, like eyes, matching up the eyes. I know they're not supposed to be like symmetrical or anything like that. Raid alert! Raid alert! Raid's coming in with a party of people! Resume your positions, everybody! Go, 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 go! Hi, Raid. Thank you so much for inviting visitors into our kingdom. I hope you're doing well. It's okay. We're good. Okay? We're good. Thank you for doing yourself here. Oh my gosh, and continue to be a dreamer here. I appreciate it. Perfect timing. Yes, perfect timing. But thank you so much for continuing to be a dreamer in our channel. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to need to take some water in. After that, for sure. Holy butts. Hi, Canuck. How you doing? Thank you so much for continuing to be a dreamer in our channel, Ray. I truly, truly, truly do appreciate that. For every dreamer that comes to our channel, new or old, we definitely continue to sing a very special song. And this song, Ray, is for you. I'm gonna hit the thingy mahoozits. There we go. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight. We'll make a wish and dare to do as dreamers do, and all of our wishes will come true. Thank you so much for continuing to make my dreams come true, Ray, and happy resub day! Yay! Yay, 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 yay. And hello to everybody that came in with Ray. If you don't know me yet, my name is Pixie. I love to draw and sing and also play a lot of Animal Crossing. I hope you are all doing well and you had a lovely rageaholic time over it with Ray. When it comes down to what we're doing today, we're currently in the middle of trying to draw the Grinch. So far, not the worst. His eyes are definitely not right. But eventually we'll get there. I hope you enjoyed your stream. You ended on Rocket League. Awesome. How'd that go? And how did your pizza turn out? You're welcome. I'm glad that you enjoyed it and that it was delicious. Alrighty. So with the Grinch, definitely has more of like beady eyes. There really isn't like a specific like pupil, I don't think, with the eyes as far as I can tell in this picture. I might be wrong though, but they're definitely closer towards here. Won't talk about Rocket League. GTA just irritated. Mina, thank you so much for oh no. Well, I want to talk about Rocket League. GTA just irritated me because the servers messed up, ruining all of the location spots. Oh no. And Mina, thank you so much for continuing to be a dreamer in our channel. I really do appreciate it. And as I mentioned, every dreamer that comes through our channel, we sing a special song. Stitch is going to sit there for a second. And this song is for you. Feel free to sing along with me at home. Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I might, have the wish I wish tonight. We'll make a wish and dare to do as dreamers do. And all of our wishes will come true. Thank you so much for being a part of making my dreams come true, Mina, and happy 5 months, yay! Can you guys believe it's been like 5 months since I got affiliate? It's like so crazy to think about. It's like time really does fly. Somehow we're halfway through December. It's nuts. Super duper nuts. All right. I normally let it slide, but I was in a mischievous mood. Fair enough. And that's what it's there for anyway. I think one of the things that somebody told me was that they love the resub day for themselves just because like they try to plan out exactly when it works, because some people can tell when I'm completely zoned in on something and clearly not paying attention at all, and that is when I get scared beyond belief. So that's definitely like a favorite pastime for a lot of people with this for sure. I think actually his eyes might be too small. Welcome on in, Tiger Beast. We have missed you. His eyes are driving me nuts. No worries, Ray. Go take care of things. I think that makes it look like he's looking up, and that's not exactly what I want to do. Unless I do. I don't know. Well, that's not too bad, actually. Definitely not the same eyeballs. Why are eyeballs difficult? I love drawing eyes sometimes, but when it comes to specific character eyes, it can be really difficult. Hi, Banshee, how's it going? Welcome on in. We're currently trying to draw the Grinch and getting slightly frustrated, but not too bad. It's always like this, though. I feel like I sometimes like hate what I'm doing, and then it turns out to be like, hey, that's not so bad after all. Thank you for shouting out Banshee. Banshee is a really, really great artist, and she plays a lot of Animal Crossing too. So if you're an Animal Crossing lover like I am, she's definitely something to go. Wow, that's my bad. They are definitely a place to go hang out with for sure. I don't know why I said she. I'm so sorry. They are so wonderful. My brain is in a bajillion places today, I swear to God. Okay. So I feel like that made his eyes a little bit darker. He definitely looks very mischievous. I think the other thing that we need to do is kind of start to figure out where his little hands are going to be, his little fingers are going to be, and where they will match up. It seems like from the jaw itself, they really come alive, so yes, your uncle in full force for sure. I don't know why I did that. I'm very, very sorry. Do you think that the Grinch looks like magic? I think it looks pretty decent. To turn it like around a little bit, it's not really the worst thing. I think I got his head shape pretty okay. I feel like I probably could have lifted up his cheekbones a slight bit more, and I probably can go back and fix that so that they're a little bit more level with his, like, with the rest of this a little bit. I think that could be done. The hands are definitely what's going to screw me up, but, like, technically I did follow what Colleen slash, like, definitely TB wanted, was, like, hands from TB, but different hands from Colleen. So this should be interesting. Hands. Folded hands, TB. I didn't even learn this from you yet. Folded hands. We didn't get to this step in the tutorial. Let alone Grinch folded hands. What am I gonna do? Scream. Same. And people know that, TB, and will tell me that I should draw hands. The one time, though, we did do it, and it worked out pretty well thanks to TB's tutorial that they gave, and I'm grateful for that. But not that I was looking forward to it again anytime soon. Though I do, on occasion, think that hands are fun, though. Hands were fun when you were in my ear teaching me how to go about doing it, because I had no idea what I was doing. I feel like this definitely has to be straighter than this. I don't know why I'm coming at this like this. And then there's... See, but this is like where the bottom of his chin is. So I'm definitely not doing this appropriately. This is supposed to be up here. That's my bad. I could have sworn I changed that. I'm very sorry. Let me update this. Sometimes I feel like I do it and sometimes it goes back by itself, and that's completely my fault. But thank you for pointing it out. I really appreciate that. I hope it does reflect better now. No, but we do definitely do a lot of Animal Crossing here. On Fridays and Sundays we do Animal Crossing. So if anything and you would like to come back for Animal Crossing on one of those days, definitely that's a great time to do so.
Welcome to the
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Upright Depressed. I hope you enjoy your stay in my kingdom. Thank you for that follow. When it comes to Animal Crossing, we're doing a lot of decorating and stuff on our island. I don't know if well, thank you for that biddy. Every biddy that's dropped on my channel helps me pay off my student loan, so thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. When it comes to Animal Crossing right now, we're doing a lot of island decorating. Right now, we're kind of in the middle of redoing our house / trying to figure out what to do with a certain area of our island. It's been really frustrating. If anything, can you let me know what your Animal Crossing island is if you play Animal Crossing? Since I assume that you play since you were looking for it. Yeah, student loans are not fun. I can highly say that. Definitely not fun. Oh, thank you for that. I appreciate that. How many fingers does this man have? Definitely more than the 4. I almost said 4. That could have been very wrong. Very quickly. Oh my goodness. Pixie, do you know how to count? No, not at all. Clearly not at all. No. Yeah, counting is not my strong suit. Don't ask me about math. I'm not good at it. Well, it depends on which switch you're talking about. I have like 2 switches. That's really cool. Had it, I'm like, there we go. I guess what are the name of both of your islands then? Or and like, I guess what's the purpose of you having 2 switches? Is it for 2 islands? Or was it like another reason that you have 2 switches? I should just get rid of these lines because I'm going to have to get rid of them anyway. There we go. Is definitely not right at all, but it's totally fine. We're going to kind of work it out otherwise. Fingers are rough. It kind of goes up to his nose. Well, I got one of the switches today, so the island isn't the best. Got it. Well, that's still really awesome, though. Yes, and for those that are just joining us, we are raising funds for Extra Life throughout the rest of the remaining of this month. Wow, what words! We're still raising funds for Extra Life through the last bit of this year. Every little bit that goes and gets donated will go towards our Children's Specialized Hospital in New Jersey fundraiser that we're doing through Extra Life. Our goal is $1,000. We're currently at $621 raised, which is super exciting. And hopefully we'll be able to hit the goal before the end of the year. If we do, I will be doing a Snow White cosplay, which is super duper exciting. And yeah, if you have it in your heart to be able to donate, please, or have it the ability to donate, please feel free to do so. If anything too, and you can't donate, you could feel free to share the link. That really always helps a lot. Thank you so much for donating 8,000 donuts to Drawing by Pixie on steroids, Mina. I appreciate it. It definitely is exciting. This is the most we've ever raised so far for Extra Life, and it's just really exciting to see it. So, yeah. It's one of my favorite things that we do every year, that we've streamed so far for the most part. I think this is our second year doing it. We're about to go into our third year of Extra Life, which is super great. And hopefully we'll be able to hit that so we can do that cosplay. I'm really excited about it personally. And hopefully we'll be able to help some kiddos and their families, especially during this really tough time with COVID and everything, but also on top of everything else that they're currently going through. It is definitely not easy. Thank you for contributing 20,000 donuts so far, Tiger Beast, to Drawing by Pixie on steroids. I think you're like the leader of how many donuts have been dropped into this, which is super exciting. Alrighty. So with the inner portions of the Grinch, like his body, I don't know why I said it that way. The inner portions of the Grinch. I feel like maybe he's supposed to have a face like this, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Obviously, we're going to fix this up once we actually outline him. I'm definitely learning a lot right now. So, with all of this, I feel like his fingers are a lot thinner as well, so we might go back and make them thinner. Just because I think I might have overdid it with the hands as well, which is not surprising at all.
Please stand clear of the door.
Hi, Arxie. Hi, Penguin. Welcome on in. We're currently in the middle of trying to draw the Grinch from the recent animated movie with Benedict Cumberbatch. Oh, thank you so much for donating. I appreciate that. I don't know why the alert didn't go off. That's super weird that it did. There it goes! Any little bit really helps so much, so thank you so much for helping and getting us to $625 raised now. I really do appreciate it so incredibly much. For the kids, thank you so much. Thank you. And like I was saying before, for those that might be new to our Drawing by Pixie streams, typically we do stream Drawing by Pixie every Tuesday. On Tuesday, the last Tuesday rather, of each month, we tend to do a auction for the art that we create together. When it comes down to that, we'll be auctioning off this piece as well as previous art pieces from the month, such as this. We did draw Marshall. Not last week because unfortunately we weren't able to stream together, but the week before that. We usually do Drawing by Pixie stream once a week, and we usually do the auction for the very last Tuesday of the month, and all the money that we raise goes directly towards Extra Life. Did I say Marshall? Oh yeah, Marshall Mathers. Yeah. No. How magical are you, Pixie? I guess magical enough. Does that count? Is that a good answer? I think that's a good answer. The most magical. Okay, TB, whatever you say. Alright, let's get back to figuring out these phalanges of sorts. Because clearly, they're driving me bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. It's bananas. B-A-N-A-S. We're gonna get there eventually. I will stop being a perfectionist eventually. The most magical. The magic is like really, really close second. I do not work at Disneyland, actually. I would love to work in Disneyland or Disney World. I would be so gosh darn happy. But I do make my own Mickey and Minnie Mouse ears. I have an Etsy shop where you can purchase your own ears. And if anything, TB, if you could hit the Etsy command for me, please. Or type in the Etsy command, rather, not hit the Etsy command. When it comes down to it, we do make our own Mickey and Minnie Mouse ears. I love making ears. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I've been doing that for at least, I think we opened our shop in May of 2018. You know things. Her ears are amazingly well put together and delightful. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We love a good review. Why are hands so difficult? And his hands are kind of like, it's not. He's like got them pointed. That sounds fun. Yeah, I love making ears. It's one of my favorite things to do. Hopefully as we move into the new year, we'll be able to do more ears on the channel. I've been trying to figure out how to make that actually work in the new space that we're in right now, in comparison to when we used to do it. So it's just kind of making everything actually work out the way that I envision, which is always not the most practical thing, but it is what it is. And it seems like Grinch has some layers, and it kind of reminds me of, like, I forget what this is called. You want Loki ears? Yeah, we could definitely do that. Do you want like Loki print on it? Like if it was like a chibi character, like I know for you guys that maybe Supernatural, we did a pair of ears that had little chibi versions of Sam and Dean and Castiel, and it turned out really, really awesome. It had like a lot of things that were related to the show and things like that, so that was really cool. So if anything, and you want something specific with Loki, if you want something that kind of like it would represent Loki, but it doesn't like scream Loki in your face or whatever the case may be, we can kind of talk about that and see what makes the most sense. So if you see something on my shop, but you're like, I really like this, but it's not exactly what I would want, every custom ears, every pair of custom ears, we tailor it with you in mind, so you are just as much a part of the creative process as I am. I try to give updates along the way of that process, so if you don't like something, we could alter it, and it does work out pretty well for the most part. So you're saying Loki. I want antlers. You want antlers like a reindeer, or like an elk, I guess. Oh, absolutely, 100%. If you have something laid out in mind and you want to like kind of sketch it out for me or graphic it out for me, you could definitely do so. Would be more than happy to see what else we could possibly create together. So absolutely. I forget what this is reminding me of. I guess like a flapper girl dress is what this is reminding me of from like the 20s. And obviously we're going to do better with this as we like put some green into it. We're going to kind of give it some flair of sorts. His arms are definitely bothering me though, because I know that they're not meant to be like this. Enjoy your lurk, Banshee. Don't let Hook get you. Happy holidays, Avagos. How you doing? We are currently sketching out the Grinch and being a perfectionist about it. Oh, that's such a cute. Oh my god, that emote is so cute. I have I guess his name is Grogu now. It's not Baby Yoda or the child, Grogu. I have Grogu on my lawn, and it makes me so happy. Like as part of our like decorations this year, it's so cute. But yeah, this is currently where we're at sketch wise. I don't think it's bad at all. I think there are definitely things that we're gonna have to do as we continue to go through it and things like that to kind of obviously define him a little bit more, make him feel a little bit more fuzzy as well. I feel like the top kind of reminds me of Olaf, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I feel like we're going to go in with more of those heavy green kind of colors to kind of go along with it. So the first thing that I'm definitely going to do is outline it in black just to kind of like give it that more defined look to it and go from there. I'm kind of excited to have the drawings in this book now because when we start to go through and say, hey, like the previous drawings were this, and the other thing. So that's really exciting to me in my head right now. I just kind of wanted to throw that out into the universe. But thank you for saying that's a really good pick. I appreciate it. We're trying our best. We're trying. I want to like definitely define it a little bit more. I think the rough sketch needs some love. Not bad though. Santa, you have all the best emotes, huh, Elk? I'll take that as a yes. Alrighty. So as we go about this, I'm just going to kind of clean this up a little bit, but we're going to maybe grab a Sharpie. We'll be dramatic. I don't have Stitch, so no. I mean, that's true. You do not have Stitch yet. You could possibly. Stone was singing. I can't hear anymore. So it wasn't like me. Do I do that to you, TV? How deaf are you? Are you okay. On a scale of 1 to deaf, are you using the CC to understand me? Should we have I just had the weirdest idea in my head. Imagine, right? Told you, teaching singing stream. Yeah, I am not the best singer, though I feel like we could definitely do something fun with that. Imagine me giving Stone a singing lesson, though. I don't think he would be able to keep a straight face to save his life. All right, let's see about where did I put those? Where did I put those? There they are. Please try to, though. I would love it. We'll consider it. All right. We're going to make this permanent. We're committing. Wow, that really defined everything just now, huh? All right. Wish someone would make it permanent and commit to me almost. Elk. You'll find your person, I promise you. Alrighty. Forgive me for like literally spinning my sketchbook all over the place. I tend to do this all the time, so it's gonna be a ride, I promise you. Alright. Not bad. Not bad. I feel like I gotta outline the hands next because that's gonna honestly drive me nuts. I can feel it. We're gonna go slow because I feel like I have the zoomies. We're gonna slow down. And the wise words of Big 50: calm the zoomies. Oh my gosh, look at those emotes! Penguin! Do you see them? Oh my gosh, how cute! Stop my heart from crying from joy. I can't. That's on you. Oop, we went outside the line with this one. We had the zoomies. He has a name, I just can't remember it right now. The penguin has a name? Oh my gosh. Enjoy your trip to Neverland. Don't let Hook get you. Elk, where have you been all my life? Hanging around. Oh my god! Oh my god! Good job, Elk. That's our. Oh, oh, that was great. No, but really, what wonderful emotes those were. Austrian dancer. Very cool. Some creepy little hands. Oh, she's also the Yoda one. I love Yoda. Slash Grogu. His name is Grogu now. I have to remember that. Not bad. Not too shabby. Spinning things everywhere. My son! F5 just gonna be dropping penguins in chat, every chat on Twitch. I mean, yeah, if you give him the opportunity, he will do. Not bad. Mrs. Connect, you has ice cream for your son? Just potatoes? She only has potatoes, apparently, Elk. Doesn't even mash them. What about cheese? She has some stinky cheese for you. Mom of the year, for real. Okay, potato and cheese, we're getting somewhere. There you go. There we go. Okay. Chocolate marble ice cream in the freezer. That sounds pretty delicious. I love the Nom cookie. That one's really cute. The door is locked. What do you mean? Like your house door? So that he can't steal your food? Slash your ice cream? Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal? Not bad. I got Reese's Pieces ice cream. That's awesome. I feel like because these pieces are so light, we're going to leave them the way that they are for right now. We'll come back to them later. For right now, we're going to kind of clean up a lot of this so that the pencil markings go away. We're going to leave a lot of the shading that I did just so that it stays there, but for the hands and for the arms and things like that, we're just going to clean up a little bit around the edges before we start coloring into them. Just because it's going to be a little bit hard to get rid of the pencil later on. Pepperoni cross. Ripperoni. Alrighty. This picnic is lit. Heck yeah. Alright, so I thought I was too, and then I kind of fell in love with this. I don't know where you went. Jim Carrey Grinch. So, back in 2001, I want to say, there was a Jim Carrey, like, live action version of The Grinch that stole Christmas, and that was, like, probably my favorite. Oh my god, disowned. And he was definitely very special, to say the least. So we're going to grab the green pencils as well, because we're definitely going to need these. And I feel like the dark pencils are probably going to be something that we strive for as well. So we're going to keep these. We're going to put the pinks and stuff over there. But we definitely have a lot of colors to play around with from what I got for Hanukkah. I'm probably going to pull from these two the most. But there was a few greens I liked in here. Then again, I'm probably going to pull the ones from here the most. Let me put this back. I'm probably not going to look at this that much. No. Definitely not making up character names for the Grinch, for sure. Family members, rather. I said disowned. You can't disown your own child. No, I mean, you can. You can disown your own child. But not Elk. I think what we're going to do overall is kind of start not sketching, but coloring in with the lighter greens first. And then kind of going in with the darker greens as we go along to build up that contrast and shadows and things of that sort to kind of make it easier for us later on down the line. And again, if you're drawing the Grinch at home, feel free to share the images that you draw in our Pixcord. I would be more than happy to see it. I had a bad day that involves disowning kids. I said it and it's there now, disowned. Fair enough, Mrs. Canuck, fair enough. Yeah, I can imagine. Elk, I'm sorry that you went through that. If anything, too, we're gonna do this. There we go. Lots of hugs for you. So I'm sure that that's definitely not easy whatsoever. And hopefully there will be better days to come. It definitely is very real, and it's one of my favorite things, honestly. I should probably have put the smile in between these fingers now that I think about it. Oh boy. The creepy smile is my favorite. Hands down. There we go. We love hugs. All the hugs for everybody. Alrighty. So now that the base green is kind of in there, I'm going to also probably erase this top bit right here, or at least lighten it up a little bit so that's easier for me to kind of come through and create this. There we go. And we'll probably add some dimension to this as well with some other greens to kind of give it some life and love. But not too bad to start off. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Alright. So with that being said, keep going through this a little bit. provide that color contrast a little bit with some of the other greens that we have going on in this pack. Add some depth and dimension within all of this. We're also probably going to focus this one on more of a darker green tone, so I probably wouldn't have started with this green, except for maybe highlighting purposes, but we'll get to that eventually. What I do want to focus on with this is really just kind of making this a definite contrast between layers, because that's kind of what's going on in this image, is that there's like a layer of fur, or not a layer, but like several layers of fur. So kind of just creating that more so. You were a Grinch in the school play? That's really cool. I don't think we ever did the Grinch in school plays. I think a lot of like my school performances, we tried to avoid anything that would be too towards one religion, because there were so many different kinds of kids from all different kinds of like backgrounds and things like that. So I think they tried to kind of avoid doing that. My town's religion is alcoholism. My town's religion is heroin, so I understand. To an extent, I understand. Okay. So I think too the biggest thing is kind of adding in those darker greens around the edges a little bit to give it a little bit more of a dimension. If you don't mind, whereabouts do you live? I don't remember. I am in New Jersey, in the US of the A's. Right, yeah, okay, pretty sure I knew that. Yeah, you might have, but I honestly don't remember. So, it's okay. We're gonna kind of come in with this bit right here to kind of define this a little bit more. And then as we go in shading with other colors and things like that, I'm sure that'll kind of help us even more so. Just to kind of bring that dimension a little bit. I'm trying to shade this in a little bit more with those colors. There we go. It's really not coming out too bad. I thought this could be worse, but it's definitely not bad right now. And it's also like calling outside the lines isn't too bad either, because he's a furry guy, so it kind of just adds a little bit of dimension to him. So that's good for me personally. kind of gives it a little bit more of a free reign, so to speak, with that. And we'll start to darken that up a little bit as well around where his facial features are to kind of darken up that brow. It is very cute. I love anything related to Grogu and Mandalorian right now. So, like, seeing it even is just a treat. So, thank you for sharing it in chat and making me smile. I appreciate that. I really love it. I know with Game Pass, I think they had like a free trial of Disney Plus at one point, so that was really cool for a lot of people. They were able to see a lot of things with that, which was cool. I don't know how long it lasted for, slash if it's still going on, but that was definitely a treat for a lot of people. I don't know if they're still running any discounts related with it either at the moment. I feel like someone told me it was on Game Pass. Maybe I'm wrong. I forgot who told me that. Not bad. It was Game Pass. They gave away a free month. Just binge for a quick 30 days, I guess. Yeah, absolutely. And I thought so. So that's kind of neat, actually, that they did that. I think this is kind of a dark green color in his eye from what I'm looking at. So we're going to kind of bring that color. Oop, this is a lighter green. Whoops. From the pencil, you looked a lot darker. But we'll go through it again. It's fine. You have tricked me. Bamboozled. We're going to try again. Let's go for this one. Okay, not doing anything either. Oh, that's really cool. See, you didn't miss out on it. Thanks, Judge. Definitely check that out for sure. This is definitely not what I was thinking at all. So I might go and find a black pencil if I can. It might be actually over there. I see it now. Well, there you go. Now you have something else to binge. Yeah, that darkened it up a lot. It's still got that green hue to it, but it's just a lot darker. Because, like, I could feel like I could tell with his eyes that there's an iris, but it's dark. It's not fully that. I feel like also once I go back in, because I think I'm going to go back in with the Sharpie for the pupil, that's going to make it completely... Yeah, that's pretty neat. I'm gonna go back in really quick with the black and the green and kind of wipe that away a little bit. He looks like a goth eyeliner, kind of. I'm kind of upset that those darker greens turned out to be like that, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think he definitely has a lot more dimension to him now. I think the smile might need to go up higher now that I'm looking at it. And adding some red in between, that could really make it pop as well. So what we're going to do is put this over here. We're going to find a red pencil. He's got a secret for sure, and he's plotting something. Definitely plotting. Woo! Oh boy. Cindy Lou Who, where are you? We got some work to do now. I think that might need to be a little bit brighter, so we're going to go in with it a little bit more to really make the color pop. It's just like a slight bit of red. It's not supposed to be overwhelming, because obviously the main focus is really all of the green. And I definitely think he needs to have some more fuzzies around his face to kind of bring that bit. So we're probably going to go in with a few different variations of greens, just to kind of make him as warm and fuzzy as possible. And by warm and fuzzy, I mean pretty fuzzy at least. Definitely needs more fuzzies for sure. And different variations of fuzzies, colors, and things like that to kind of make it bright and stand out a bit more. I feel like sometimes I'm really bad with the actual details of things, and I kind of want to give a little bit more focus to this just so that it does definitely stick out. I would hate it if it didn't, just because it's definitely a prominent part of him as a whole. And I might go in and darken him up a little bit more as well, because I think he might be a little too light in a lot of spots. So we're going to go back in and, like I mentioned before, just add some more dimension to him overall. I think the mixture of greens definitely helps. Not a complete expert in this at all, but I do think that dimension piece is just crucial. And hopefully too we can kind of shade him up a little bit where all of this kind of works. These parts definitely need to be a very darker shade of green. So I'm going to look to see if I can find something that would make the most sense in terms of that. I don't want to make it too dark, I think, but still it needs to have that contrast bit, and I don't think it's doing that for me yet. I also don't want him to look like a Cape Crusader type of thing, but I feel like he might end up looking like that just for the sake of the dimensions. He's definitely a different shade of green. He's not like a popping shade of green like on the image itself. But then again, like I don't know if the camera's just not showing it justice about it either. Kind of looks like he has a black eye. I think I should have used a more bright color instead of a muted color. That could also be the mistake here. This could be the wrong play. So let's see about finding maybe a more bright color. You like this more or that more? That more, rather. I made my own like kind of Grinch that has some elements in my style. But I don't know where to post it in Discord. Should I do it in the art section or the chat area? I would suggest putting it in the community creations, which is in the creative category. So if you scroll down towards the bottom of the Discord, there should be a community creations channel. You can post it in there. Thank you for sharing, Rainbow. I really appreciate that. I don't know if I made it better or worse. Not that that's going to completely remove the green, but I don't know. I feel like I have such a hard time with shading and dimensions and things like that, where I don't know what the right call is. Sounds good, Rainbow. I'll check in a little bit. Oops. Oops. Alrighty. Okay, now I feel like I could possibly go back in with this color and just carefully go back in to darken this up. Of course, Alec, my pleasure. Thank you so much for stopping in and hanging out with us for as long as you did. I appreciate that. I hope you have a great rest of your night, day, evening, time zone, and you have a wonderful rest of your week if I don't get to talk to you before the next time I go live. Have a good one. I think the brows definitely helped. Aw, yay! Thank you for dropping those emotes before you left. That was really cute. I really do like those penguin emotes. I feel like Penguin, you definitely need those emotes in your life. I really don't think it looks too shabby. I'm not sure exactly what else I could possibly do to make it feel a little bit better. I think I'm just being kind of hard on myself, but it's just like, not sure. I don't think this pencil is actually putting anything onto the paper, which is a little sad. I'll add it a little bit. What do you guys think of it? Do you think it's good? Do you think I should try to add more? I think he looks really cute. I think he looks very bald still. I might have to go back in and add some more details of fur. Then again, when I get closer, it definitely does show. And on my paper, it definitely looks like it. I think it's just the camera having a hard time picking it up. I can tell that you're impatient. I was hoping that I could kind of work on mine a little bit more, but I could definitely check on it. I won't put that over his face. That was very rude of me. Sorry. Let's look in Discord. It came out really cute. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. I like yours. It's very cute. It's okay, Rainbow. I understand. Like, I'm impatient too. For me, I was just kind of really focused on my piece. So I was very rude by not considering your feelings, so I apologize for that. When I'm in the zone, sometimes it's hard, and that does not excuse how I made you feel, so I apologize for that. I don't know what else we could possibly add to this. I definitely think the shading looks better when I hold it up, like just kind of like, it doesn't look bad when you hold it. Like the shading doesn't look too bad. You can clearly see the dimension here a little bit. Maybe the top piece? I don't know. I feel like you're unbalanced. I don't know why you feel unbalanced to me, but you, oh, apparently I'm ending. Oops, there we go. Let's find another green, maybe. We'll just use all the greens up and just see what happens. It might have helped a little bit. I'm going to add some more color and dimension into this as well to give some more love to that piece. Okay. Okie doke. I think for the most part, this is where we kind of end up, I do kind of like it. It's definitely not exactly, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think it's definitely gets the Grinch across. He's got some very devious fingers and such. I also have decided at the end of every drawing moving forward, we're definitely going to sign them at the end. $20 because I always forget. So instead of forgetting, we're going to have the signature. I think it'll be great. I always go back and forth between doing my initials, I guess, in terms of pixie dust or Magic by Pixie, but I think pixie dust still works pretty much the same. I really like how this came out. I think the dimensions of it were definitely fun to try. I think I definitely need to work on shading and things like that. That's definitely my fault. Don't know what the right word is. Not my strong suit. That's definitely it for sure. But not too shabby, I will say that much. And it was definitely a fun challenge. So thank you so much, Colleen, for suggesting the Grinch. I really appreciate it. Definitely a very festive choice, I think. Thank you again to the lovely human that donated earlier and hung out with us too. I'm going to try to find your name again because I kind of feel like I might have lost it. Upright Depressed, thank you so much. I think it turned out really, really well for all it's worth. It's definitely more bright green in person. I think the camera's just not picking up on it the way that I would have hoped. But I definitely do think he is quite devious and quite adorable. And hopefully this is the start of us learning how to shade properly. But we'll see how that works out. I'm going to switch screens really quick and see who we can go and spread the love over to. Just because I feel like passing the love over to somebody else. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me as per usual on these Drawing by Pixie streams if I talk any slower. There we go. When it comes down to the next couple of weeks with Drawing by Pixie, like I mentioned, usually the last Tuesday of every month we do a auction for Magic by Pixie in terms of for Extra Life. I don't know why my brain is okay. Let's start over again. The last Tuesday of every month, we're going to be doing an auction for Extra Life for the Children's Specialized Hospital in New Jersey. That's the current charity that we are raising funds for. I'm going to drop the Extra Life into the chat one more time. We are trying to raise our goal of $1,000. Every little bit does help and goes a long way. So thank you again to everybody that has donated so far. When it comes down to it, we have basically 2 more Drawing by Pixies before the end of the year. We have the 22nd and we have the 29th. So on the 29th, we will be doing our auction. So basically, we'll have 4 drawings to auction off during that time. We have this one and we have Marshall from the previous week. So definitely 2 really awesome pieces to share for sure. As I look to see who is live, I'm going to look through and see. Okie doke. We're going to pass the love over to a really great friend of mine named April's. She is super sweet, super kind, and she's currently playing some Animal Crossing. So we're going to go and say hi to her, give her some love. And we're going to do a hashtag Pixie Raid if you'd like to come along with me and share some of your favorite emotes along with that raid. Thank you guys again so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for the ideas for Drawing by Pixie every single week. And thank you so much for all the love, support. And as always, be kind to everybody else. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye, everybody. End button. There's.